Can y'all hear me okay? There we go. What we're going to do is our typical call and response, welcoming each other. But because it's a new year, let's do something a little bit different. We're going to say welcome to ourselves. So if we could just find our arms and find a new embrace for ourselves. Now, I'm not sure how often we do this, but this might be atypical. So let's find a new home in hugging oneself. And we're going to just simply welcome ourselves by saying, welcome to unity.
Welcome to unity.
Where love is felt.
Where love is felt.
Truth is taught.
Truth is taught.
Lives are transformed.
Lives are transformed.
And all is well.
And all is well.
As we express the Christ within.
As we express the Christ within.
So we're going to hold our arms like this. Shanna, if you can give us some light music. I want you to extend your arms. Extend your arms and hug somebody. All right, come on up and hug somebody. There we go. Keep those arms open. We hugging today. We are hugging. I hope y'all like that, right? Let's extend the hug,
Yes.
right? We are hugging each other. Today is very special. We are doing our White Stone ceremony. And so for those of you who may not know, we'll talk about what that is. But before we get started with anything, I want to send the mic literally to Shanna Smith, who is gifting us with her talents of music today. Can we give it up for Shanna?
Well, thank you, everybody. So this is a congregational song, so if you're feeling it, I'll start us off, and then I invite you to sing along. It goes, one life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love loving, and it's you and me. God is all there is. Ready? Here we go. One life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love loving, and it's you and me. For God is all there is. You want to try it? One life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love living, and it's you and me. For God is all there is. Now, if I can be so bold, I can even invite you to stand up and sing it. Woo! 1, 2. Ready, everybody? 3. Let's go. One life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love loving, and it's you and me. For God is all there is. That's it. One life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love loving, and it's you and me. For God is all there is. All right, the next part goes like this. Here we go. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want to shout. You want to try that? Let's shine. I'm shining, yeah, from the inside out. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I just want to shout. Woo! One life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love loving, and it's you and me. For God is all there is. Again. One life living, and it's you and me. One light shining, and it's you and me. One love loving, and it's you and me. For God is all there is. Let's shine. I'm shining from the inside out. I'm so happy. I just want light shining and it's you and me. One love loving and it's you and me. For God is all there is. God is all there is. God is all there is. One light, one love, one life. Beautiful. Thanks for singing. Woo!
Yes. Thank you so much, Shanna. Thank you so much. So Shanna is coming all the way from St. Pete. Thank you so much, Shanna, for being here with us. And so if you are interested, Shanna is a published author, obviously a musician, and I want to plug all her work because she's doing incredible stuff. Thank you. To officially usher in our service, let's start with our opening prayer. Let's do that. So if we want to close our outer eyes, and let's trust that the chair is supporting us. Let's trust that the back is supporting us so we can rest fully into it. And let's trust that we can soften the muscles in our face, thus softening all the burdens. Divine love expressed in all the many ways that it is. We give thanks for this spiritual nourishment that we find here in this place. Not from this place, but from within. The source, our source, you. And we give gratitude knowing that this white stone ceremony is the continuing of our ever blossoming. This we say, and so it is. So y'all notice we got dark blue balloons. We have a dark blue candle. And some of us even happen to wear blue. I see blue. Hey, blue. I see blue in the house. Blue jeans. So dark blue, yep, blue tie, right? Blue dress, blue shirt. Blue is actually the color that represents our 12th power. So throughout this year, we'll be exploring every single month one of the 12 powers. And for January, it's faith. It's faith. And faith is represented in dark blue. Let's shout out, what does blue represent for you? What does blue represent for you? Peace, joy, a promise, blue skies. What was that? Nature. It's clarity. It's something about blue. It's just, it feels clean. Yes, clear. Tranquility. Right? And I didn't realize it, but I actually like to wear blue. And so I looked in my closet. I was like, oh, my goodness, can I change it up? Right? But there's something about the blue that, like, it resonates vibrationally. And so in this month, we're recognizing the importance of faith in the color dark blue. And so you'll see a different color every month. I'm moving us through our announcements. And I got two really important announcements, the first of which is this. Do we have any first-time visitors with us today? Any first-time visitors? Are y'all first-time? Okay, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Okay, let's just say it takes a lot of courage to be like, okay, I'm new, right? So thank you so much, y'all. We appreciate you. Whatever brought you here to Unity, we love you and we appreciate you. We hope you find something valuable here in our service today. The other is the celebration of life for Jim Palmer. So there's this really beautiful flyer that's out in the foyer, and I love this picture. I was telling Carla that Jim is swagged out, y'all. I mean, my man was ready to go in this photo, okay? And so what I love about this photo, this represents so much of his, like, clarity, and just one thing that I appreciate about Jim was he embodied grace, and he embodied, and dare I say embodies, he embodies a sense of still presence. And I was telling Carla that Jim, for me, was the prime example of what support looks like. And so all the classes and trainings that Carla led, Jim was right there in that Zoom room, or Jim was right there. We even did some filming here, and Jim was right there holding camera equipment, right? And so Jim embodies for me what support looks like. And so I got some big shoes to fill as a dad and as a husband. So on October 9th, 2023, Jim made his physical transition, right? And in celebrating all the what he brought to both unity and to this community and to all the people that he touched, here on Friday, January 19th at 10:30 in the morning, right in here, we'll be having a celebration of life for Jim. So please, if you're able to come, come. It's going to mean a lot to all the family who's going to be present. So I'm holding in my hand a little card, a little card. If you have that card, go ahead and hold it up. All right, perfect. Just want to make sure everybody has it. And okay, cool. We Rupali, if you could hear me, if we can get one of these. Okay, cool. Never mind. And if you have a stone, go ahead and get your stone. If you could pull your stone out for me. If not, we'll make sure you get one. You need a stone? Okay. Gerson, can you ask for a couple more stones for me? Thank you so much. Lori, so Sarathan needs one here. Thank you so much, Lori. If you need a stone, go ahead and kind of wave your hand. Okay, perfect. We need a couple more. And a card? All right, perfect. Christina, you have more cards? All right, perfect. So if you need a card, wave your hand. And if you need a rock stone, go ahead and raise your hand. This is good. This is good. A little bit of both. Right. All right. This is good. All right. If you need a stone, keep your hands up. If you need a little card, everybody's okay? All right, sweet. Okay, cool. So this is our journey today, this white stone ceremony. And so white stone ceremonies, I learned, are actually unique to Unity. So if this is your very first time experiencing this, raise your hand if this is your first time experiencing a white stone ceremony. All right, all right. Okay, so you are in for a treat. So I just wanted to make sure you had that. We're not going to begin it now, but I just want to make sure you had that. Okay, cool. We're going to shift gears now into our daily word. Our daily word. But first, I want to give our affirmation for the month. I have faith in my ability to spiritually intuit, perceive, to hear, and to have conviction. Again, our power for this month is faith, and the affirmation is, I have faith in my ability to spiritually intuit, perceive, to hear, and to have conviction. Our word today is wholeness. Can we say wholeness? Wholeness. Wholeness is my nature and the truth of my life. Can we say that together? Wholeness is my nature. Wholeness is my nature and the truth of my life. This is coming from our daily word, inspired by Luke 11:34, which says, your eye is the lamp of your body. If your eye is healthy, your whole body is full of light. But if it is not healthy, your body is full of darkness. Our daily word is this: I see myself whole, complete, and as a living expression of God. My thoughts fill my consciousness with the divine idea of wholeness. My words affirm this wholeness. Through my actions, I bless the life energy in my body with the right balance of exercise, rest, and nutrition. I live from my wholeness, even if I experience illness. I may receive treatment, but I do not consider myself weak or diseased. I move through every health challenge with faith and grace, trusting the experience has come to pass. I remember where I am, whatever may be happening. Divine life is always seeking to express through me, to restore my awareness of wholeness, which is and will always be my true spiritual state of being. Wholeness is my nature and the truth of my life.
Like a river we flow, though we don't know where it goes, we flow in peace. Like a river we flow, though we don't know where it goes, we flow in peace. And with love in our hearts, we are at ease. And with love in our hearts, we are at ease. On a mountain we climb, though we just don't know how high, we climb in peace. On a mountain we climb, though we just don't know how high, we climb in peace. Hold in me, and with love in our hearts, we are at ease. Yes, with love in our hearts, we are at ease. On a wild horse we ride, across the prairie to the sky, we ride in peace. On a wild horse we ride, across the prairie to the sky, we ride in peace. Deep peace. 'Cause with love in our hearts, we are at ease. Yes, with love in our hearts, true at peace.
We're going to close our eyes and we're going to go into a brief meditation. Not brief because of time, but brief because it's but an instant for us to connect with our truest self, our divine self, the God within. And we're going to simply allow the music to wash over us as we take in nourishing breaths. Inhale and exhale. We release what no longer serves us. And we take in all that we need, knowing that it is present. It is always here. It's here. And this cycle of breath is a reminder of the substance of God that is always here. As we open our hearts to the white ceremony, which is simply a revelation of our intention, our true self, we say thank you. We say thank you. We say thank you. We release those cleansing breaths and we say thank you. Whenever you're ready, we're going to open our outer eyes. And we're going to talk a little bit before we begin the white stone ceremony. And the truth is, what we're doing here, this is the ceremony. And what's really beautiful about the word ceremony is simply understanding and acknowledging that there is a tradition. There is a belief in consciousness that says this is the system by which we do a thing. And so I want to call our attention to a couple of words. So when we say dark matter or gray matter, they mean different things. We've recently learned through science that what appears to be darkness in the sky is actually substance. So 50 years ago, we would have said that past the earth and the planets and the sun and the stars, it's just an abyss of nothingness. That was our belief. The belief was that blackness was just nothingness, just empty space. But we now understand that that blackness is actually substance that we can't see, that is imperceptible to our eyes. Scientific data teaches us that. Now imagine all the other things that is present with us that we just may not have the vocabulary for. Oxygen is one of those things, right? So we often, in our meditation, we take in these cleansing breaths. And it's something about the act of breathing that we're like, oh yeah, there is this substance that we can't see, but is absolutely here. Soldiers train in environments where oxygen is taken out of an environment, right? They have to learn that you cannot simply trust that it's there or not there. You have to operate in the event that it's not there because it's imperceptible. But what is perceptible to us at all times is love. And we have a lot of different names for God. We call it divine love. We call it it. We call it the Christ presence, Christ consciousness. The names continue. That name, those names, I am, whatever the names are simply insufficient for the thing, the presence, the itness that is there always. And it expresses itself in love. In love. In light. It is always here. Always with us. In unity, we often talk about metaphysics. And so I want to kind of break that down briefly. So metaphysics is the study of reality and existence, who we are, and what our purpose is. So there was a time when simply physically existing was hard enough, right? When you had to go out, plant in the farm, provide for your family, not get eaten by wolves or whatever, you name it, right? There was a time when our physical existence was supreme, when our very survival as a community was hinged on our awareness of the world around us, a physical reality. And as we evolved as humankind, we have technology, we have medicine, we have systems and infrastructures in place. We have running water. We have systems in place that enable us to be here and live longer, right? So now, with the age of modern medicine and modern technology, and I say modern meaning the last 200 years, as humankind, we can now think beyond our physical needs. We can now think about what's called our purpose, our desire, our dreams, our hopes, right? Maslow in psychology has what's called the hierarchy of needs. And so it's a pyramid. And on the very bottom level of that pyramid is food, safety, shelter, and then it goes up to love. And at the tip of that pyramid is self-actualization. The meta, right? Meta is simply thinking about the thinking. So in my PhD courses, we will often talk about critical theory, right? And all that is just thinking about the thinking. So I'll give you a better example. In a play is a meta play if it's a play about actors making a play. Y'all got that? So how many times have we seen that device? I mean, I want to say probably a third of Shakespeare's plays. The function of the play is a bunch of actors putting on the play. It happened in Hamlet, right? Hamlet, he finds out that his uncle actually assassinated his dad by putting on a play for his uncle, right? So that is meta. Our physical reality was hinged on our physical needs. And as we have grown and expanded, our reality can now think about our hopes for the future. What do I want to produce in this world? So here in Unity, when we say we're thinking about metaphysical, we're thinking past our physical needs and our primal understanding of what truth was, right? And I often talk about the fire and brimstone church that I came from, and many of us have had experiences in churches that brought us to Unity, right? And the reality is, for what that was in the time in which it was about, it did what it was supposed to do. It brought people truth. And in fact, there are still people who find themselves connected to God through systems that we might be like, I don't quite get how you find love in that. But the reality is, everybody has a home. Everybody has a place where they find truth. And that's okay. Because divine love expresses itself in all the many different ways that it iterates. And we understand this. We understand this. Today's ceremony is an acknowledgement that we are in perpetual flow of that divine idea. In perpetual flow. If you could pull out your little card, and let's read this together. Let's read it together. Thank you, Carla, for typing these up this morning. Together. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth. Okay, so I'm actually a visual learner. I kind of see images. So I want to take a moment in silence, and let's just read this to ourselves. If I read it out loud, I might not get it. So it's helpful for me to read it. So we're going to take a moment and just read it for yourselves. Break that down for yourself. The New International Version says this, and that again comes from Revelations 2:17. It says, whoever has ears, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To the one who is victorious, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give that person a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to the one who receives it. All right, so there's some fun history here I learned. There was a reverend in Unity of Houston. She did some diving, and she discovered that, and I'm sure other people have said it, but she discovered that in Roman culture, when you were released from prison, you received a white stone. You received a white stone. And you would carry that stone wherever you went. And it was a symbol that you were released and your slate was clean. And so anybody who saw that stone knew that you paid your debt to society, whatever that may have been. But more importantly, you are a new person. And so when we see in this text, a new name is written on it, there may be some deep history there. Charles Fillmore, the founder of Unity, he gives us the metaphysical understanding of this verse. And I want to highlight the word churches. So in the New International Version, it says, whoever has ears, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. All right, so I had to dig up what the word churches mean. And the metaphysical understanding of church is not what we see when we coming up and down 39th, right? Or in any city for that matter. I was in Atlanta visiting my mom, and we went to a church that was probably like 10 minutes away. And I said, Mom, how many of this denomination are there in Atlanta? She said, oh, there's 62. I said, 62? She said, oh, yeah, we passed 2 on the way here. And so, y'all, imagine, and of course, Atlanta is densely populated. There are a lot of churches for a lot of different needs and a lot of different faith expressions. We can see the exact same thing on 39th, right? And so when the text says, whoever has ears, let him hear what Spirit says to the churches, our understanding of church is this. Church is an aggregation of spiritual ideas in individual consciousness. In other words, it's ideas within the individual. That's church. This is Charles Fulmer. Man must gain an understanding of God as spirit, and also must understand his own relation to spirit. I love this part. The church of God begins in activity and mental perception. Church are the beliefs we hold. So when the text says, Spirit says to the churches, the text is saying Spirit says to you and your ideas. What does it say? It says, if you are victorious, and I'll get to that in a second, I will give you a new name. Now, what's victorious? What's victorious? The bread of life, the word of God, and we talk about this in unity. The word of God, God said when he was asked, who are you? In the Old Testament, that burning bush was shaken, and it says, I am. And in unity, our metaphysical understanding of God is that I am. That I am. We invoke the power of God every time we say, I am. I am blank. How about we say, I am whole. I am happy. I am full. I am prosperous. I am loved. This stone is your new name. I want you to take your stone, clasp it in your hands. This is yours. And we're going to pray over this stone. And this is the continuation of our exercise. We're going to pray over this stone. Divine love expressed in me, through me, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. This stone is cleansed. This is yours. This is yours. I want you to take a moment and consider how many steps this stone had to take to get to your hands. I don't know if it emerged out of the earth like this. It may have very well been formed by dust, by machines, and shipped through distribution channels to Carla's bag, to the hands that handed them out, to now you holding it. Who would have known that this stone was going to be a symbol of what God has in store for you? God knew. God knew. You have a new name. We will go into meditation and we will allow whatever that name to be revealed. Now, I want to say something really quickly. I've done the white stone ceremony a couple times, and the last 2 times I did it, I could not get the word. And so during the meditation, I was struggling, trying to squeeze, okay, God, what is it? And the truth is, the word may be a feeling. The word may be an image, or the word might be an actual word. So in whatever way it arrives, we say thank you. We say thank you. So if by the end of this exercise, by the end of this ceremony, you're like, I don't quite know what that word was, trust that it will be revealed. Because I got stories, y'all. My word was revealed, okay? All year long. So Shanna is gonna bring us through some music. As you hold your stone, we're gonna close our outer eyes and we're gonna move through a meditation that helps us understand, to see clearly our new name.
Wisdom, love, and strength, faith and imagination, order, understanding, and will. Ooh, power, zeal, and release, and life itself. Yes, life itself. Our minds can be a link to spirit. We can paint the life we want by focusing on. Our hearts can be a link to spirit and give us the grace to carry on. And I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I want you to imagine you are on a beach, and the light that you feel beyond those closed eyelids is the sun. And the chill you feel in the air, or the warmth you feel, that's from the ocean waves crashing. the seagulls above. You are bathed in light, and it's just you laying in gratitude. I want you to see those clouds. See that water. See the foam emerge from the crashing of the waves. Feel that light, that love washing over you. You are clean. You are clean. You are clean. On the beach, you brought a stone with you and it's in your hand. And you know that beyond your rational thoughts, there is a truth, a new name, a calling, a need, a you that is emerging. When you look down at this stone, you will see the name, the word, the calling. Now look. We know that truth operates outside of our rational thinking. It operates in feelings and imaginings and visions and billboards and text messages. God communicates to us in all the many ways that communication is possible. And we know our call for this new year. It is here. It is here. And we accept. We accept. We're going to take a deep breath. And when you're ready, we're going to open eyes. We're going to open our outer eyes and we're going to hold on to this feeling of clarity. May I ask, what's your name? Who are you? What's your calling? What's your charge? What's your mandate? What's your responsibility? What are you blossoming into? This is your new name. And together, can we say, and so it is?
And so
it is. Can you say it again? And so it is. One more time.
And so it is.
When I was in LA, a friend of mine, she reminded me that clarity comes in a lot of different ways. It doesn't just come when we're thinking about something really, really hard. It comes when we're washing dishes. It comes when we're looking at you name what. And then, boom. That's why it's called the aha. It doesn't always look how we think it's going to look. That should be a tattoo. It never quite works out the way you thought it was going to work out or look the way you thought it was going to look. But it always works out. This this name, this calling, this charge is ours. If I can share mine, mine didn't come in the form of a word. It came in the form of, I saw me at the edge of a cliff going like this. And I was falling into the water, right? And at Jane's Thursday groups, the grieving counseling group, one of the members said, trust. And I said, oh yeah, trust. That is what that is. So my word is trust. My new name is Trust. I can't wait to tell y'all what happens this year, but I'm looking forward to learning your names. We're going to shift gears into the external flow. And that is our spiritual gifts, our financial gifts, our time gifts. So we're going to ask the ushers to come forward, and we're going to place our spiritual gifts and physical gifts and financial gifts into these baskets, and together we're going to bless these. Thank you, Shanna.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Yeah, I hope you're feeling good too now. That's right. Oh, fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom in the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me and you. And we're all feeling so good. Are you feeling good, everybody? Let me hear ya. You're feeling good.
Y'all can come on down. Let's go ahead and stand on up. Let's feel good. Can we feel good?
Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean. Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when the day is done, that's what I mean. That's what we mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me and you. 'Cause how are we feeling, everybody?
Good.
We're feeling good, yeah. I know it, I know it. We're feeling whole. We got faith in our soul. We got it. We got a new name, and it's bringing us home. Oh, we're feeling good. We're dancing. We're dancing. Ooh, stars when you shine. You know what I feel. Scent of a pie. You know how I feel. Ooh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling, how you feeling, everybody?
Good.
Ow! Feeling good, feeling good, feeling good. Good. Oh, yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Feeling good.
Thank you, Shanna. If y'all don't know, that's Nina Simone, okay? Shanna is rocking Nina Simone. Okay, y'all, we're going to get our antennas up. We're going to get our antennas up. So we're going to send one of our antenna to this financial offering. And we're going to get the other antenna for us. So we're closing the circuit. So one up for you and one for this spiritual financial gift. All right? Now, we already did our blessing, but we're going to bless this. And we're going to simply say, divine love, expressed in me, through me, as me, blesses and multiplies, blesses and multiplies, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. All right. I think thank you, y'all. We can have a seat. I think it's important that we acknowledge what this circulation looks like, right? This is what love looks like. And so what I want to do is, before we invite the kiddos in, I want to, in our new year, in our new name, in our new us, we have a charge. And there is a family member, there is a friend, there is a neighbor, there's somebody in your orbit who you can think of right now who needs the feeling that you have right now, okay? And we're going to say their name aloud. It can be a whisper or it could be as loud as you want it to be, but we're going to call their name. We understand that God is ever present. God is in us, expressing itself always. And there is somebody in our life right now who could use some of this feeling. It might be somebody who's giving you the pricklies, okay? Or it might be somebody who you know needs a little love. It was a blue Christmas. It wasn't a happy Christmas. Whoever that person is, we're going to call their name out, and we're going to pray over them. Can we do that? Please say their name. Divine love, we send their names out in vibration, knowing that they have already everything they need. And in the power vested in us through you, we bless them. We forgive them. We love them. And we send them all of what is already yours. Love. And so it is. And so it is. I think we got one kiddo in. Can we? Okay. All right, we're going to let the kiddos in. Thank you so much, Shanna. It's incredible. Well, the baby's on the way. Can we hear a couple of those names? Any names? Any new names? Yeah, your names. Joy. Allow. Joy, all right. Challenge. Prosperity. Resilience. Harmony. Trust. Oh, I am love. We're going to bring the kiddos in. It's okay, Miss Gwen.
I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, 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 let it shine.
Good morning and Happy New Year. Today was just Girls' Day. And I see you already have our color for the month out here, which is blue. And the power for our January is faith. So we talked about the story. We heard the story about Jesus and Peter walking on the water. And so we decided we would make Peter walking on the water so he can move back and forth. And we found out when he took his eyes off Jesus, he sank. And so how we're going to take that into our lives is we're going to keep our eyes on God and know that he's always with us, and we can do miraculous things too. And we made hot chocolate cups. Can you show them?
All right, let's rub our hands together for both these children and all the children in our lives. And together we'll read, "Children, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we see the Christ presence within you."
We love you, we really, really love you.
All right, can we circle up? Can we get our circle?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow to change